Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Phil Nagy on Sports here, continuing with our special Stanley Cup Final simulation. It is Game 4, just like in real life. Colorado won the first two games at home, and just like in real life, the Lightning stormed back to win game number 3. Here is a preview of Game 4. Again, bringing it in using Superstar, highest level of settings, best for simming here with the live original commentary. Victor Hedman takes it off the Steven Stamkos draw win. Andre Palat over the middle immediately to Stamkos, and Kemper tries to get rid of it, and somehow it ends up on the stick of Burakovsky. Now Rantanen chases right wing Mikko Rantanen into the corner, and then Andre Palat rubs him off the puck. Good back check for the left winger Chernak to Stamkos, and Nikita Kucherov, who got on the scoreboard in Game 3 when Tampa Bay did win. So we have mirrored / predicted, since these games have all been prior to the real Stanley Cup games, we have accurately predicted. Scores haven't been quite exactly the same. Avalanche didn't win 7-0, for instance, but so far 2-1 lead for the Avalanche here with the second game in Tampa Bay. So been kind of fun to see that shake out that way. Again, in hockey, it's not really a series until somebody wins on the road, and then of course you get to Game 7. At that point, Hedman comes in from the blue line and puts one that Kemper is able to displace to the side, and then it ends up on Rantanen stick. Now Burakovsky, assuming pretty late in the shift here that they're just going to dump and change. Burakovsky kind of takes it his entire way, but McKinnon's still on the ice, and so is Hedman, and Hedman now some pretty heavy legs with a 2.5-minute shift to start the game. Braden Point to Palat, who's still in there, puts it off. Kemper able to stick it aside. And now Kel McCarr in some trouble, and there's McKinnon one more time to Burakovsky. Still first liners out there now, 3 minutes into the first period. And we're going to get a delayed penalty coming up on the Lightning in an empty net situation that didn't really account or equate to much. And that is Andre Palat, first line left winger here. What are they going to call him for? Maybe interference. I didn't see what the ref. Yep, I didn't see what the ref signal was, but interference on Andre Palat, and that will put the Avalanche on the penalty kill here early. Very, very late in the shift. Clearly a stamina-related, exhaustion-related penalty there for Andre Palat. So here we go. Victor Hedman now will dump it all the way back down the ice where Devon Toews will go chase it down. Toews the only defenseman on this first power play unit. Nazem Kadri actually probably in the second power play unit, with everybody just needing a gas after that very, very long first shift. Kadri kind of finds himself in the middle of Rantanen, who throws it on, blocked by Sergachev. And then Sergachev gets it into the corner, but it's going to be taken away again by Kadri. Backdoor, if he wants him, is Landeskog. Back to Kadri, kind of hanging out in the high slot before Hedman takes the puck off of his stick and then dumped back down into the corner where the Avalanche will have to regroup. Girard up to Kadri. 50 seconds left in the power play as Victor Hedman puts a nice shot. So Victor Hedman has essentially played the first 5 minutes of this hockey game because he's on the first penalty kill. Dude is a machine. Long pass across the middle that's going to be wiped away on the back check there by Nick Paul. Now Paul to Sergachev. They try to go over the middle to Cirelli, and Rantanen takes it away. Mikko Rantanen firing in a save by Vasilevsky there off the blocker. Good save. 7 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, and that's going to do it for the power play. Cirelli, can they get him coming out of the box? Palat on that break. They get him right out of the box as Palat, and then Toews takes it off his stick as we are back to full and even strength here. Hey, Applied, well, come on, my friend. Not able to glance down at the chat. A super lot as that one swales wide because the action is just so fast, but I appreciate you being on. And if folks do hop on the chat, helping to moderate it. McDonough stolen by Kadri in the neutral zone, and now it ends up on the stick of Rantanen again, and now Nick Paul again with the steal. Palat still in there. They have yet to fully change to the second line. Anthony Cirelli over there, he's from the third line, Palat from the first line, and Paul from the second line. So they've got a little bit of a ragtag group here on that penalty kill unit that still hasn't fully changed and is fired wide there. Now here comes Lankinen and swiped by Vasilevsky, and he will go ahead and freeze the puck. Here, JT Compher leading his team in playoff points so far with 20. It's actually the exact same thing as it is in real life. applied. The Avalanche are up 2-1. Won the first two and then lost game 3. So now Tampa Bay, much like they will do, I think tonight is game 4 in real life. So it's mirrored exactly what we've done in reality. And somehow Vasilevsky, with a ballet move, able to hold on to the puck. You can see there Kucherov leading his team in points here in these Stanley Cup playoffs. Again here with our official 2022 Stanley Cup simulation. Coming across the middle is Corey Perry now over to the 4th line. Belmar in there with him. And there's Belmar on the puck now. And he will leave it again for Corey Perry, former Anaheim Duck. And now McDonough gets it taken. Belmar finds himself in the middle, tries to weave through, and then he tries to pass it back to the blue line and misses everybody. Yeah, maybe. Like I said, so far we've been a little bit prophetic in the outcomes of the seas of the game so far, as Perry is up to McDonough on the blue line. Corey Perry fires it off. Darcy Kemper able to swipe it aside. Patrick Maroon in our simulated game 3, the Lightning scored 4 in the first and ended up holding on to win, I think 5-3 in that game. Josh Manson, the big time hitter there. You see Sergachev 3rd on that list. Chernak also 4th on that list. That's just showing the Avalanche players who are there. Stamkos versus Nico Sturms. That 4th line still out there. Bo Byram to his D lineman. Eric Johnson left side. A Cogliano who gets hit pretty hard, but it's going to be picked up by Kucherov. He comes behind the net to Palat, who feels like he's been out there other than his 2 minutes in the sin bin. Here's Cal Foote to Palat one more time. Stamkos far right side if he wants him now. Stamkos drives the high slot, but it's going to be taken off his puck now. Nico Sturm goes the other way. Sturm going to dump it all the way around. Sergachev's the one who picks it up for the Lightning quickly to Kucherov. Now back to Stamkos in the middle. And Palat, nice little between the legs pass to Kucherov now 2-on-3. But Kucherov fights his way through Johnson, and then Johnson ends up with the puck once again. Outlet to Nathan McKinnon. Now we go back to the first line for the Avalanche. Here's Bo Byram, the defenseman, and he fires kind of a lazy shot. Gloved aside, couldn't get a squeeze on it, and therefore it goes behind the net. Now Patrick Maroon dumping in. That was going to be an offsides, as you saw. Nick Paul Byram scores! Bo Byram! First goal of the game. He slides it by the right skate of Vasilevsky. Just nobody with him. Bo Byram, the 20-year-old defenseman. And he just slides right into the high slot. Look at this pass, by the way. Apparently Wheels is his X factor. He gets around and he throws it right in the middle. Nobody is with Byram. Let's get a better angle on that goal here from Byram. There you can see right there in the middle, nobody's with him, as Killorn got completely turned around and Vasilevsky has no shot. Goal for the Avalanche, 1-0. They strike first here in this game 4. Again, they hold a 2-1 Stanley Cup Series lead, not only in real life, but here in our sim. Here's Braden Point now into the attacking zone, and he'll get punched up against the walls by Burakovsky. And that puck's going to be dragged out to Burakovsky, who leaves it for Rantanen. Mikko Rantanen over the middle to McKinnon. He fires it, and Vasilevsky is up to task. Vasilevsky with a save. Looked like he was trying to go 5-hole that time, Nate the Great. Third line's out now for both teams. Cirilli, Hagel, and Colton. Lehkonen, Newcook, and Comfer. Newcook and Cirilli in the middle. Cirilli wins it, gets it back to Victor Hedman to Chernak, so they've got the first D pair there with the third line. Again, if you're pretty new to hockey, 4 lines of offensive players, a wing, a center, and a wing. Across the middle, deflected, and then Girard puts it to the side. And then 3 pairs of defensemen, a first pair, a second pair, and a third pair. So you can have any combination of those with your first a forward line and your second defensive pair, whatever. Like right now we have the third offensive line of forwards with the first line of defensemen. So it's not truly just 1 with 1, 2 with 2, 3 with 3, etc. They mix it up. The defensemen usually play more than the offensive players, as Girard tries to throw it on Vasilevsky, but it doesn't get through. That one does. A third shot is deflected by Skates in the front. Newhook still with it. Lehkonen in the middle, rubbed off the puck, and here comes the big Victor Hedman to lead the breakout. He'll outlet to Cirilli. 2-on-2 if he wants it. Little back check coming. He fires it, almost able to deposit the rebound is Brandon Hagel, but unable to do so. Lightning still have it in the zone, though. Cirilli now up to Jan Ruda, up to Victor Hedman. Cirilli up to the middle. Go! He fires it just wide. Cirilli misses the cage entirely. and fires it off of the back wall. And we're going to get a penalty here now, as Victor Hedman once again for interference. So a second power play early. Just kind of giving him the business after he fell on the check. So headed to the sin bin now, and another first period power play for the Avalanche. They're 0 for 1, but they do have a 1 lead, so now they're going to have the opportunity to double the lead if possible. Makar quickly into Ratnan, who fires it. Deflected. Kadri tries to deposit it, and Vasilevsky tested right away. The importance of the defensive zone face-off win, as they lost the defensive zone face-off. And able to throw one on. 2 shots actually on. Good save there by Vasilevsky, who has been solid to start the game, of course, except for that point-blank shot. Here's Landeskog, rather. And Landeskog's shot is going to be, or he's going to pass it to his teammate Kadri in the middle, and then Kadri's shot was blocked. All right, coming out and leading it. A little bump off the boards, and then picked up by McKinnon behind the net, although Belmar is aggressively forechecking on this penalty kill. McKinnon dangerously in front of the net. Ratnan now leads the breakout to Landeskog on the backside. Gabriel Landeskog! And he's going to be blockered aside by Andre Vasilevsky. Killorn comes up with it, and he will dump it all the way down. Let's see if they decide to get a change. Looks like they didn't change at all, actually. Top of the screen, can't see who that is, but Landeskog's in the middle of Kadri, and he gets too close. Runs into Vasilevsky, who's saved by default. Up the middle, fired again, another blocker save for Vasilevsky, and another one-timer for Burakovsky. Right in the middle of the ice. That was an absolute can't-miss situation. End of power play. They kill it again, and there's Hedman very quickly out of the box. And you will see he will skate to the bench to come on for an attacker. McDonough up the middle. Pilotti fires it on, and Darcy Kemper. Look alive back there, Darcy. Hasn't had to make a lot of saves yet. 1-0 so far in this game. 2:33 to go. Okay, Plaid's going to be rooting for the Lightning. Hey, that's fine. No worries there. It's a good team to root for. This would be their 3rd Stanley Cup in a row if they win. Now, Foote has it taken off of his stick. And now Abe Kubel with the puck, and Kubel to Devon Taves, Devon Taves, and now Kubel again. Abe Kubel up the middle. He's the 4th line center, or the 4th line wingerman. Here's Palat now up the middle, trying to just take it right around Makar with no dice. So here's an example of the 4th attacking line for the Avalanche with their top defensive pairing. Here comes Stamkos, weaves his way in. Look at a little stick check from Darcy Kemper. Makar leaves it for Nico Sturm. Sturm to Cogliano. Cogliano dangles on the puck, fires to Kubel. Anabe Kubel tries to go glove high, but another great save for Andre Vasilevsky. We've got 1 minute to go here in the first period. Avalanche lead 1-0. There's a look at that. A little stick poke check there from the goaltender, Darcy Kemper. They know how to use that stick offensively when need be. Johnson for Cogliano. Abe Kubel right in the middle, and it's going to be given to Corey Perry. Now Corey Perry all the way around the back, where it's going to be picked up by Johnson. Johnson stays on the side of the ice, leaves it for Cogliano in the middle. Cogliano through the neutral zone and into Tampa Bay's territory. Fires it. It was maybe deflected initially because it goes very wide now. Just 12 seconds left in the first period. Nazem Kadri is going to try to put one on, and actually it's his teammate, and it'll be iced there, rather freezes the puck. I keep saying iced, which is a different, don't say that. That's all right. They're a good team. You can root for them. Just remember, the last team to beat the Tampa Bay Lightning in a playoff series was your Columbus Blue Jackets. He'll freeze it again with 0.4 seconds. Come on, Vasilevsky. Come on, refs. Don't let him freeze that for 0.4 seconds. 0.4 seconds here left in the first. Phil Nagy on Sports joining. Appreciate Applied being on the chat with us as well here today. And that is the end of the first. 1-0 Avalanche lead here on the road. A quiet arena here, Amalie Arena here in Tampa. Look at the Bo Byram goal again. He got tripped up after the play again. Kaloran frustrated that he let him get that wide open in that high slot. So 16 shots to go with that one goal for Colorado. 10 shots for the Avalanche. So far, Darcy Kuemper perfect 10 for 10 on his saves. 0 for 2, though, on the power play for the Avalanche. Wondering if maybe they could have and should have gotten more goals than they first did. So here we go, second period, turnaround. This is the longer period. The defensemen are now on the opposite side of the ice from the bench, which makes the changes a little bit more dangerous, a little harder. Kucherov fires in front and incomplete on his pass. Palat now back to Stamkos in front, and Kucherov with a ripper that Kuemper is up to the task of saving. Now a lazy 2-on-2, and Burakovsky holds up to go to kill. Makar, who fires and it's sticked aside by Vasilevsky. Now McKinnon pinned up against the boards by Palat. Hedman comes over to take the puck, but McKinnon somehow ends up with it. Now Hedman, now a penalty again. This time it's going to be on Victor Hedman with yet another interference call. So the third power play. As you can see there, man, these interference penalties feel pretty thin to me here, ref. But Hedman into the box for the second time in this game, and now power play attempt number 3 coming up here for the Avalanche. 0 for 2 on their first 2. Now Devon Toews, he fires a blocker to side by Vasilevsky. Up to the side, and Paul's going to get there before Toews can. And so Nick Paul able to dump it off. Now Mikko Rantanen up the middle to Gabriel Landeskog. Gabriel Landeskog. And Landeskog is going to get it taken off his puck, and then the Lightning will dump it all the way down, where the waiting Samuel Girard will set it up again. Kadri to Rantanen. Mikko Rantanen back to the middle to Kadri, and it's gloved by Vasilevsky, and he'll freeze it. Calm things down, give your penalty killers a change. And have an opportunity. Here's a nice little look at the glove save. Well, that was the first save that was blocker to side. Yeah, Plaid, they've been good, man. These games with the Twins count for double right now, which is super fun. I mean, they count for double all the time, but especially right now. Here's Comfer backside. He took too long to set it up. That gave Vasilevsky enough time to slide over, shut down the angle, and make a nice, easy save. Here, 17:44 to go. Second period, it's 1-0. Nichushkin, Comfer, and Burakovsky now. Power play line number 2 in there, but that's going to be won by Belmar, and Ryan McDonough outlets and gets it out of the zone. So the Avalanche must regroup. Kaloran kind of giving Toews the business, but Burakovsky now down the right wing before he gets bumped up against the boards by Ryan McDonough. Comfer behind the net. Kaloran comes over to pin him. Where's the puck? Kaloran's got it, and he flicks it out of the zone. 23 seconds to go. They got one more time to set this up if they want. Burakovsky now into the zone. He gets hit hard. Belmar's got it. They got a little bit of a 3-on-3 if they want. Instead, it's back check and poked out. Nichushkin gets it, and now 0 for 3 on the penalty, or the power play rather, are the Colorado Avalanche. Still lead 1-0 with 16:26 to go in the second period. Belmar right over the middle, and a great blocker save again from Darcy Kuemper, who has been perfect here tonight. Firing it off the blocker again. That kind of hit the thigh pad, rather. Ryan McDonough with the puck over the middle of the Stamkos. Kucherov on the right wing with some space. Tried to go back to the middle to a waiting Alex Killorn. The puck never makes it to its intended target. Kucherov now. Killorn right in front all by himself. Stamkos now tries to squeeze it by him, and he misses. Stamkos again. Killorn from point-blank range, and Darcy Kuemper standing on his head. Stamkos again. Kucherov again. Another save. Kucherov again in the front, and he still can't squeeze it by Darcy Kuemper. Finally picked up by Nichushkin. Toews outlets to Comfer, and the threat is mitigated for now. But how many incredible saves did Kuemper just make right there? Look at him just getting bodied off the puck, and now we're going to get a delayed penalty for that interference. He just pushed him away from the puck. That was a silly animation. More interference, as you saw. That one was really obvious. Stamkos just said, hey, the puck's over there. I'm just going to prevent you from getting literally the definition of interference. You can't go get the puck. Look at that. Wild play, and that's Steven Stamkos into the sin bin. Now 4th power play of the game for the Avalanche. Still yet to convert. Asking your penalty killers to do a whole lot here. Are you if you are the Lightning? Now 8 shots on those 3 penalties so far. Again, none of them have come home. Landeskog behind it. Kadri right in the slot. Backside, and he just missed. Ratnan whiffed on it. Just completely whiffed the net to the right side. McKinnon now picks it back up and gives it to Kadri. And Kadri's going to be bumped off the puck, but then gets it back. Makar to Ratnan. Ratnan had a beautiful open net opportunity, and he just totally whiffed on it. Back in there now is Mikko Ratnan. Ratnan back up to the top to Makar, who fires one. It's easily gloved by Vasilevsky, and he will eat it and give his power play, or give his penalty kill unit a chance to change up. Ever since that point-blank shot that he couldn't get, Vasilevsky has been very good, but so is Darcy Kemper. Darcy Kemper's been a little bit better. His saves, that last flurry, were just absolutely incredible. Dumped around, picked up by Cale Makar. Makar outlets to Mikko Ratnan. He's got 2 over there, and it's going to be taken off the puck, so he goes back to McKinnon. Nate the Great, they've got a little bit of a numbers. Landeskog up the middle, and is taken off his stick, and McDonough ends up with it and dumps it out. Nate McKinnon gets it back, and he goes over the middle to Ratnan. Taken down by Landeskog. 2-on-2 if they go quick, and he fires it off the skate of Vasilevsky. Nobody's able to get there. 10 seconds left on the power play. And McDonough will dump it for one final time. Now 0 for 4 on the power play today are the Colorado Avalanche. I did apply it. I've already taken them out off the Buccaneers roster, actually. Chernak, Ryan McDonough, Patrick Bellemare, not Patrick Bellemare, Pierre-Edouard Bellemare. Patrick Maroon is his line mate. We're going to get an offside call here. There's another look at that save as Landeskog came in and threw it off of the right skate. 11-13 to go here in the game. Ave Kubel down the right side, kind of eases his way into the high slot. Got some space, gives it to Byram again, looking for his second of the afternoon. Or I suppose this game's probably in the evening. Nico Sturm, nice back check. Fires it quickly to the net. Good play by Vasilevsky to stick it aside. Puck is kind of buried in the corner. Cogliano, Sturm over there, as well as Victor Hedman. Cogliano fires it again. Sturm ends up with it. A good deflection by Lightning leg on that one. Bellemare into the corner and a hard round. Corey Perry taking off his stick. Watch out, here comes Cogliano. He has not enough speed and no numbers, but he waits for a bow. Byram trailer, and Byram almost scores again. He's had 2 excellent chances here in the second to double up the score, not only for himself but for his team. Comfer fights with McDonough in the corner. Ends up on the stick of Patrick Maroon, who goes backside to Steven Stamkos. Stamkos now bumped off the puck and taken away here. Eric Johnson has it on his stick, and then Newhook comes to help him out. Johnson up ice, but deflected before Lehkonen can get it. Arturi taking it all the way back dangerously in front of the net to Samuel Girard, leaving it for Eric Johnson. Johnson takes it all the way into the zone himself. He fires backside to Girard, and it's deflected in front. Samuel Girard with a beauty of a look there. Great save by Vasilevsky. Kucherov down the right side. He has no numbers. Waits for a trailing Steven Stamkos. He fires it wide. In front to Johnson now. 7 minutes to go in the second period. Still 1-0. Colorado, way less goals than we've seen in the first 3 games of our sim. Vasilevsky's going to hold on to that one. Slow things down with 6:55 to go, second period. There's a look at that shot by Stamkos. I wonder if Girard got his stick in there just to change the trajectory because it kind of sailed a little wide and high. McKinnon and Cirelli in the face-off dot. Colton now outlets for the Lightning on the right side. He is into the zone as they try to set up their 5v5 offense. And he's going to get it taken off his puck. Just kidding. He's got it back, and then he loses it, and he loses it, and he's got it, and then he loses it. And eventually Nate McKinnon, I think, has the puck behind about 4 different bodies on the sideline. But Cirelli ends up with it. Hagel back to the middle. Hagel! Kemper to know where it is. Now he does. He falls on it. And he'll freeze it. That one hit a couple of weird pinball deflections in the middle. And I'm not sure Kemper knew where it was. I didn't know where it was for a minute, that's for sure. There's a look at both goalkeepers. Again, you can't get this far without having incredible and excellent goalkeeping. And both goaltenders have shown you that here today. Hagel to foot to Sergachev. Over the middle to Cirilli. He'll lose it and taken by Cale Makar. Makar gets bumped off the glass. Across the middle to Nichushkin. Nichushkin firing it. Vasilevsky easily saves it, and he will stop it as well. Another stoppage in play here. Appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy for Nagy on Sports. This is our very special Stanley Cup Finals simulation. We'll be doing all 7 games, should it need to go there. Currently, the Avalanche are up 2-1, just like in real life, with the real Game 4 coming up tonight. So really appreciate everybody being on. Usually we do Madden. 99.9% of the time we do some baseball. We've done a little bit of basketball and some soccer in the past as well. But primarily a football and Madden channel, but wanted to do this one special because I do like hockey personally myself. But just 7 games here if it goes all 7 games. If it ends in 4, we'll end, or if it ends in, I guess it wouldn't end in 4. It could end in 5 or it could end in 6 or certainly end in 7. So we'll do up to that many games here. Simming from the PlayStation 5 on NHL 22 with Superstar, full sim, hardest settings possible. 5 minutes to play here in the period. Won by Braden Point, and outlet to Alex Killorn. Haven't heard much from Killorn, who the leading goal scorer for the Lightning here in these playoffs with 12, I believe. Landeskog kind of a lazy dump in, and it's picked up behind the net by Sergachev. Sergachev outlets to Braden Point. Braden Point gets hit hard. Now right in the middle, and Foot takes it away. Otherwise, Valeri Nichushkin has a pretty good chance at a wide open shot there in front of the net. Point blank range, and Nichushkin just tries to shimmy it into the corner, and he goes wide. Point out to Killorn. Now Killorn gets checked, but he stays up on his feet, and now he gets the puck back, and he's got it by himself below the end line. Killorn now back to the blue line to Ryan McDonough in the middle to Braden Point. He fires it through some traffic. And good positioning by Darcy Kemper, because I don't think he saw that puck go through. Cale Makar now gives it to Landeskog. They've got 3-on-2 if they hurry. Fires up the middle, and Vasilevsky catches it with that glove and freezes it now. 2:56 to go. The playoff beards starting to get extra long. It's one of my favorite parts about this game is that they make them grow playoff beards, and their playoff beards get longer over the course of the playoffs, which is awesome. Fourth line versus fourth line now. Byram, the goal scorer, firing again, but it's taken right off of his stick before he's able to contact it. Now Patrick Maroon on the left side. Maroon stolen away by Abe Kubel. Abe Kubel dumps it around. Gruda ends up getting it for the Lightning. Outlet Corey Perry. 2-on-2 if they want. Back check from the Avalanche. A little slow to get there, but how about that slick little takeaway from Bowen Byram? And now Burakovsky. Whoa! He's got a breakaway, puts it on net, and Vasilevsky stones him. Really smart play there. Jan Ruda didn't yank him to the ground, which of course would have been a penalty shot. Instead, he trusts his goalkeeper, and Vasilevsky definitely puts pressure on him. But Vasilevsky up to task and makes a great save. Now under 2 minutes to go in this second period, which has seen no scoring here. Stamkos, high slot. Chernak back to Stamkos. Back to Nikita Kucherov, and taken away. Hedman with a big backside hit on Nathan McKinnon, and then Bo Byram returns the favor as he absolutely decks Nikita Kucherov up there at the top of the screen right in front of the bench. You know that fires the bench up. Here comes Ratton, and he's got some speed if he wants it, but Hedman able to get back quickly, reposition, and shut down the angle. Samuel Girard. D-to-D with 7 seconds. McKinnon, Ratnan, they've got to shoot it if they want. He throws it on. Blocker to side by Vasilevsky, and that is period number 2. No goals here in period number 2. 1-0. The lead remains for the Avalanche, which means that this third period is going to be electric. And maybe that means that the Lightning will score. Maybe it just means it's going to be exciting. No team-based puns intended here. After 2, Avalanche lead 1-0. Pivotal game 4. Look at that. 35 shots on their 4 different power plays, helping those for the Avalanche, but still just 1 is squeaked by. So how about 34 saves for Vasilevsky? Darcy Kuemper has stopped all 19 of the Lightning shots. Who's going to break first? Both goalies were incredible there in period number 2. And Kuemper's been incredible in periods number 1 and 2. So here we go. Devon Toews taking it back behind his net, and then dangerously pass it across the front. Mikko Rantanen ends up with it. He's got that tape-to-tape superstar skill where he's got beautiful passing. Now Stamkos to Kucherov, fires it just deflected wide. I'm not sure Kuemper got a good look at it. Palat to Kucherov. Hedman over the middle, Stamkos right in the slot, and he's going to be stonewalled by a laying down on the ground Burakovsky, who blocked that shot literally with his whole body as he was laying right in front of Stamkos. Devon Toews able to get it to McKinnon. McKinnon up through the neutral zone. Now Burakovsky, probably still with a sore thigh. Andre Burakovsky's got Rowe. He tries to go back toward him. McKinnon is back on his stick, and 2 deflections for Vasilevsky, and Burakovsky still got it. Nichushkin scores! Wide open down Broadway goes Valerie Nichushkin, and we got a 2-0 Avalanche lead. Burakovsky kept fighting. Look at that release right there. Beautiful look at it. 13 just goes right down Broadway, right down the slot as they call it, and he just scoots right on down and puts it on the backhand, lifts it up above the skate. That was a beautiful looking goal for Valerie Nichushkin. 2-0 now, Colorado with a lead here in the third period. And you know, you've heard me talk about 2-goal leads here in these playoff games. The next goal is absolutely vital. If Colorado scores it, it's over. If Tampa Bay scores it, all the pressure comes on Colorado, as they will absolutely swarm Kuemper for the last 17 minutes and 22 seconds of this game. Expect Kuemper to try to freeze it a lot to slow down the momentum, because you know the Lightning, there's a big hit there on the big man, Victor Hedman. 2-0 here, third period, 17:22 to go. They have been peppering Vasilevsky with shots all day, but it's been 2 wide open point blank shots that he had probably didn't even see, let alone had a chance to stop. His defenseman and offenseman on the back check have really let him down. Sergachev after the hard around to Nick Paul. He leaves it for Braden Point, and Braden Point tries to get around Manson with a little bit of a dipsy-do on that deke, and Nichushkin, the recent goal scorer, is going to bring it back up through neutral ice. Sergachev takes it off his stick and immediately displaces him from the puck. And now Brendan Hagel. Hagel down and stolen by Kadri. Nazem Kadri, the centerman of this second line. Over the middle to Manson. Manson, nice pass by Comfrey, stays on side. He fires it on Vasilevsky from range, maybe just seeing if he was paying attention. Wasn't able to eat it, but he was able to deflect it. Now pressure, fires it, missed it, but where is it? Cirelli still got it. Coming to McDonough, McDonough save! Another play now, Girard will outlet, as Darcy Kuemper has been standing on his head here in this one.
Make a change.
Artturi Lehkonen, here goes dangerously across the middle to McDonough. And Johnson now. Eric Johnson taken off his foot by Calfoot. Here's Pierre-Edouard Bellemare. Bellemare gets bumped off the puck there by Bowen Byram. He scored the first goal for the Avalanche in this one now. JT Compher. Compher up the right side, and there it is again, McDonough, but Compher's able to kind of eat it, get it back, and then Foot takes it away from Lehkonen. And now Patrick Maroon in the fourth line. Up the middle, there's Corey Perry, again, the former longtime Anaheim Duck. Tries to give it to Bellemare. His centerman can't get there. Here comes Lehkonen the other way. Artturi over the middle. Nico Sturm fires it on Vasilevsky, and he's up to snuff there. Vasilevsky with another save, as he's going to have well over 40 saves in this one. But again, Darcy Kuemper, another look at it there, has just been a little bit better here so far in this one. 12:55 left to go here in game number 4, period number 3. McDonough over the middle of Stamkos. Now Kucherov. Kucherov bodied by Devon Toews, but Kucherov somehow manages to get back up and get the puck. And now Kucherov right in front. Ruda right down the high slot himself, and he fires it. It goes off the blocker of Kuemper. Blocker to the corner. Abe Kubel outletting to Nico Sturm. Sturm with all kinds of blue jerseys around him will dump it in, no icing, because he was on the correct side of that center line. Here comes Stamkos to Kucherov. 2-on-2. Kucherov, nice move. He fires it on Kemper. Deflection, and then he keeps it for himself. Darcy Kemper, 11:24 now to go here in the third period. The Tampa Bay Lightning have been absolutely Kempered here today. Darcy Kemper has absolutely shut them down here. Both teams passing, you can see they're at an incredibly high clip, over 90% on their passes so far in this game. Point and McKinnon won by Braden Point. Killorn in the corner, and then Rantanen displaces the puck from him, and now Cale Makar. Very, very talented young blue liner, just 22 years of age, Cale Makar. Alex Killorn now taken off once again by Makar. McKinnon into the zone, and he's going to get back checked pretty hard by Nick Paul. Chernak now leaves it. They got numbers if they want. 4-on-4 now settles back in as the back checking. Nate McKinnon was able to help clean things up. Killorn now over the middle. He's got some space. Alex Killorn, he'll try to fire it to the middle there. Braden Paul was waiting for it, but was not able to get through. Now McKinnon taken away again by Killorn. Coming over to try to help out is Nick Paul. Killorn once more time, deflected and then stolen by Nichushkin. He completely intercepts that pass. Now Valeri Nichushkin just scored the second goal of the game. Over the middle for Kadri, and it's going to stick to side, and Burakovsky, where's it at? And Vasilevsky able to freeze it. I don't think he knew where that one was, just hoped that it was somewhere in the laundry. And it was. Braden, will you go to prom with me? That's pretty fun. Braden Point, will you go to the prom with that girl? You have to say something now. Kadri wins the faceoff back to Girard. Here's Landeskog, who's got it taken off his puck. Gabriel Landeskog right in front, and Nichushkin tried again. Tried to double it up, ring his bell. That probably would have ended it. Now Cirelli the other way, and Manson's got to get it off the rebound. Back and forth they come here. Josh Manson, the defenseman, takes it all the way in and all the way around in net himself. Now back up to the blue line. Now Manson one more time. Nichushkin fires. Save by Vasilevsky, who outlets to Victor Hedman right away. Chernak now Hagel. All kinds of pressure. Landeskog ends up placing him. They got somebody on the backside. It's Kadri, but his stick is facing the wrong way for a one-timer. Got himself in a bad position to take a one-timer there. Landeskog still chasing it down. Still in the attacking zone. The Avalanche are pouring it on. They want to go home with a chance to win this thing. And if they pull off this 6 minutes and 44 seconds, they will have a chance to win it back at home in Game 5. Taken away, Landeskog over the middle to Girard. Again, kind of dangerously so, but Landeskog is able to get it back. And now being chased up the middle. Cirelli fires save. Kemper once again. Cirelli foot over the middle. Girard with a steal, and Perry fires it just wide. Corey Perry just missed the net. Back and forth they go here. Gabriel Landeskog now tries to get around Hedman, and he's able to put a shot on, and again caught with the armpit of Vasilevsky. Back and forth and back and forth. The only difference, of course, is that Colorado holds the 2-point lead, so every time they run it back and forth, they're just taking time off this clock. Tampa Bay continues to be the more physical team, out hitting the Avalanche 2-1, but scoreboard's what counts the most right now. Byram. Cogliano with some space. Now he gets checked by Cal Foote. Now gives it back for his centerman Nico Sturm across the middle to Abe Kubel. And he'll lose the puck, and here comes Belmar. Belmar to Foote over the middle to Palat. Palat back to Foote. He tries to fire it on. It looked like he was going high. You saw Kemper swing the glove, but it never made it. It got deflected in front. Mikko Rantanen deking his way through the middle, and then he'll get bumped off the puck there. And I think that's going to be another power play. Another interference. Is it Victor Hedman one more time? Nope, it's Cal Foote. As he absolutely, you saw the deke right there from Rantanen, and then Foote wouldn't let him get around him. He impeded his progress, and that is interference. And now power play number 5. Power play number 5 for the Avalanche. They are 0 for 4 so far in the contest. Tampa Bay have had 0 power plays. Can they hold one more time? Vasilevsky knows that he's really got to stand on his head one more time because the next goal would probably be the crusher. It could already be over, but the next goal, if they go up 3-0, would be very damaging. Bellemare trying to fight. Look how aggressive they're being, even though they're on the penalty kill. Now Kadri doesn't want to get himself in trouble. They don't want to get too strung out by being physical and trying to score shorthanded. Bellemare bumped off the puck, and now McKinnon. See, now they've got numbers the other way. Some of the people are offered change. Kadri leaves for McKinnon. Nate the Great deflected in front. McKinnon's shot never got to Vasilevsky. It got deflected in front of the net. Alex Killorn now able to dump the puck in. A change happens for some of the offensive players of the power play unit. Just 37 seconds to go as it's being taken all the way in by Cale Makar. He leaves it for Nichushkin, and he fires at Vasilevsky with a save as Valeri Nichushkin almost scored from the same spot as the previous two goals, as they have just had lots of success coming right down Broadway, right down the slot, and firing pucks past Vasilevsky. And puck won by Cirelli. Sergachev over into the corner. And it's going to be taken away here, Paul. Still kind of bumped up. Nichushkin in front of Burakovsky, taking off his puck, and now 3 seconds, and that is how the power play comes to an end. Now 0 for 5 on the power play are the Colorado Avalanche, folks. 0 for 5 on the Colorado Avalanche power play, which is wild to think about to me. Wild to think about. Okay, back and forth they go, kind of bumping around right in front, and he'll miss it. Was Nikita Kucherov. Burakovsky comes up with it to Taves. Now we're to a minute left. Got to assume as soon as the Lightning get the puck back, they're going to pull Vasilevsky. And Girard going to keep it and just kind of waste as much time as he can. Now Lehkonen. Arturi into the corner, and he'll deflect it, and Vasilevsky's going to give it dangerously back to Sergachev. And just taken away by Kadri. Now Cale Makar with 38 seconds. What are the Lightning doing? Makar to Lehkonen. They need to get the puck, and they need to get the puck up net now. And Palat taken away by Comfer, and he got almost to the goal, and now he slid back in there as Lehkonen takes it through. Now 20 seconds. There's just zero. Now they're going to pull him. Just zero effort. Killorn, backside pull. Taves has it. 12 seconds. Comfer with an empty net waiting for him, and he's just going to dump it to the corner, but no icing. Now Ruda with 4. This is it. 2-0. The Avalanche win. And they lead this Stanley Cup Finals 3-1 now. As again, just couldn't solve Darcy Kemper today as teammates coming to congratulate him. He was special between the pipes for the Avalanche. But the Avalanche just shot the puck a bajillion times. A couple of these big hits. There was actually one of the penalties. They were also in the bin 4 different times. And again, 5 different times. And again, you'd say, Phil, well, they didn't score any power play goals. Yes, but that's 10 minutes of game. 2 minutes per penalty, 5 penalties. 10 minutes of game. That's a sixth of the game where you essentially weren't trying to score, didn't have an opportunity to score. So even though the power plays were ineffective, it didn't allow you an opportunity to attack. So 44 shots for the Avalanche. 2 of them got home, so that's 42 saves for Andrei Vasilevsky. 31 saves in the shutout performance. They're only going to give Darcy Kemper the second star for that. Are you kidding me? How are they not going to give him the second star for that? He was incredible with the shutout. They're going to give Vasilevsky the first star because of his 42 saves. All right, I'll co-sign on that. All right, well, the Avalanche have taken a 3-1 series lead. Again, we'll show you the bracket one more time here. They do lead 3-1 in the Stanley Cup Finals. Appreciate everybody being on. This was a fun one. The real Game 4 happens later tonight. We'll see if the Avalanche will continue to follow exactly what we have done here, which is a win or lose every game based on what we have done with the Sims. So really appreciate everybody being on. Applied, thanks for being on. Help moderate the chat. You guys have a great rest of your day. Today we'll say go Avalanche as they are now headed back to Colorado with 2 chances to win Lord Stanley's Cup. Actually, I think they go 1-1-1 here at this point. Yeah, 2-2, 1-1-1, I think is how it goes. So they could win in Game 5 in Colorado. Go Avalanche, and as always, go Browns.